Generic greetings and welcome back once again to a chill session on Kingdoms and Castles, where in the previous episode the original plan was to build this manor house, the churchyard, the graveyard and perhaps a little bit of garden. However, as you can see, not only have we managed to do that, we've also put this fairly mediocre wall, admittedly, around the main centre point, but it does have a lot of the ballista and a couple of archer towers as well, so overall quite happy with that progress. In this episode we want to continue on expanding, and we've got this huge area over here that is a good potential place for like a nice housing development. However, I have been looking at this section. Now this is where we've got some storage, so we have things, storage for food and obviously storage at the top there for the orchards. Now I'm very tempted to delete these 3 orchards, remove these produce storages, and instead we'll, up the top here, place probably another 2 granaries and then place more of the produce storage areas around here. And then what that means is we've then emptied all of this area here for whatever needs that we have, which will eventually probably become manor house areas because they're inside, and also they are very close to both the clinic and the library, so they'll get the bonuses for that, as well as obviously the tavern as well, so they get all those bonuses. Oh, and the gardens, so pretty good location for these manor houses. But also it means that we can then put the orchards and stuff outside of the main wall, so still keep the produce inside but also have the actual production stuff on the outside. So I'm not really too sure exactly which way I want to go there, and I just noticed that the bakers is actually working as well, so I wonder if there's any positive bonuses for people getting bread. I really have no idea. Anyway, that is underway, so as I said, if I did want to overhaul this, it would be probably a fairly big job. Each one of these, I think I'll have to place another 2 granaries along here, and then the orchard storage will be probably around this area, and probably another stockpile as well, so all of the main bulk storage is inside this area. Do I want to do that? The question... that's the question, but what's the answer? The answer is yes, I do want to do that, but with a caveat that I don't think I should really be building it now. But again, I'm not really too sure. We could just put the storage across there and have 4 of those, couldn't we? And another large one of those. That would work. The problem is it's quite far away, isn't it, when you consider the distance from where the orchards are going to be, which this is probably going to be orchard and this is going to be more farmland. Do I want to do it now? Is there a benefit of doing it now? Is there a better way to store the produce? The produce storage could be back here. You don't need direct access to it. Would that be a better course of action? Well, my concern is that that's got a high fire risk. Well, all of these have, to be fair. Let's have a look at the overall happiness. There's happiness across the board. Nice. Let's see what each one of these says. Market. So how much bread have we got? No, 0 food from bakeries. Right. Stored and ready to use 6. Stored and ready to use 4 of 6. 8 loaves of bread to be picked up by heads of household. So I'm guessing if they have bread, that's a positive thing then. Okay, then I'm not going to put the other stuff back there. Right, let's make a decision. Okay, decision made. There's the orchards. Demolish all of those. And I need to place the storages for these elsewhere. This is the granary. I'm going to place the granaries along here. And behind them we're going to have bakers. It seems to be a nice place for them. And then it would be produce storage around here. Oh, I don't know why they rotate them round. It seems a bit strange that happens. And they'll be like back to back. Actually, demolish that. Back to back. So, produce storage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. And this will be another stockpile, because this one is getting full. Sadly, I can't place it right next to each other. That will have to do. And then they'll build the granaries along here. Do I want to build them now? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to have to increase the priorities of dock workers as well. Although you can see that actually it's just a more people problem, isn't it? Oh, it's only because builders have taken the jobs. We've got 30 odd builders to crack on and build the rest of it. So demolish these two and we get these big stacks of apples. Okay. So what does that mean then? Well, there's a couple of things I want to do. I want to demolish that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And why are you doing that, you may ask? Well, it's because I'm going to place the defences further up there, followed by behind it an archer tower. So we're back to normal there. I also want to place probably around... how do I want to build this? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's change that. Change that slightly. Cancel that. Cancel. Cancel. I'll get rid of that and start something else. I want to have a way where these can walk around to there. You might notice that they've been taking shortcuts over to this point, so that's problematic. So it would be there. There's the shortcut. But also, I know it's going to look a bit garbage, but I want to then run a path right across here to the other side of this, but that will require a pier. And I think I know the best way of doing it. Okay, we got a merchant turned up, so we'll go to sell. We have 112 wood to sell. That'll give us 217 of these apples. In terms of purchasing, we have 75 tools that we could purchase. I'm only going to buy 50. I'll give us still keep us with a nice decent amount of money there. Going over to our not maritime. Actually, maritime. Do you want to just build a bridge? Oh, we could just build a bridge. 175 to build that. To build that bridge, but we could just build a wooden bridge. For now. Oh, that's getting done. Much better for our needs. Originally what I was going to do was use this pier and place the piers around. But this is better. I'm still going to place a pier there though, because I want to build some defences on that side. And probably just put a pier in both of these later on, but we'll see. Anyway, there's the bridge getting built, so allows easy access along here. The problem is that... the problem with that is, obviously that's a way in for people, for the invaders. That's why I'm putting the defences further down here. Alright, looks like we've got this area now opened up, so I am going to place in the manor houses in this area, so I'll place it... one there. And one there. Now the problem is, it is going over fertile land, whereas over here it's barren land, which is a little bit problematic, but not overly. It makes sense the manor houses being inside. Probably don't need more than that there. I think we'll end up changing. I'm probably having these as the same thing. There's our produce storages there. We have the workers as well, so they've shifted most of the stuff that needs shifting. And technically I'd need a road there, which is going to look a bit... it's like a junction. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought. I honestly thought it would look terrible, but with the way it generates these little junctions, it's like you know, well, it is a junction point between many areas within the town, so I quite like that. Anyway, that's sorted. 3 years for the next dragon attack, 5 years for the next Viking. We have 169 people with 170 beds. The advantage about placing these manor houses here is it's obviously going to get the effect of the majority of things in the place. Not, sadly, the church, but that's just, you know, it is what it is. These are now starting to store quite a number of items. 300, 330, 300... 350. That's something I didn't notice. I'd put 50 storage for the iron, not for the tools, which is why the tools have always been sitting on the dock all this time. Nice. Well, there you go. Yeah, see, that looks pretty good. Yeah, all the signs and stuff pointing to where things are. I quite like that. I do indeed quite like that. Anyway, there's some more houses, which is pretty good. Happy with that. Is that not producing? I'm guessing not. Can't click on it, though. No, not fully staffed. That's understandable. But we now have 220 beds. Let's fire up a festival, which will increase happiness and hopefully bring more people here. And then I'm going to place 1, 2, 3. And that'll allow us to then build a archer tower I want on the end here. Like I said, this bridge may eventually be removed, and what we'll do is place piers all along here, because this will be another wall that goes around here, and that'll be another entranceway. But for just for, you know, as a temporary measure, that is fine. This tower I'm probably going to keep for the moment, although we'll see how we get on there. Food storage should be good. It's actually minus food there, minus 41 from last year, which I'm really have no concern about, to be quite honest with you. We can't build fountains or hospital. Oh, we can actually build a hospital. We can build hospitals, but that's going to be a more advanced thing that will probably go around here. As I said, these ones, I think it's good to place them because it's giving us some nice bonuses where things are, but, you know, we don't want to build too far that way. Charcoal is positive. Obviously, tools will be... let's have a look. Negative. Or -2. I mean, I could put it to foresters as well. But do I want to do that? No. We could also go for butchers. Again, all of that will be on the outside of this. In terms of getting to this area, quite frankly, it was like a bit of an afterthought. I just put everything against the wall. I should have really shifted all of this down by 1. That may happen in the future, but I don't think that's an overhaul I really want to undertake at this stage. So let's see what the advisors say. Good day, sire, and good day, sire. So apparently we're doing all right, so that's fine. Going to go over to advanced town, and I would very much like to place... Oh, actually not advanced town, it's in castle. I would like to place a great hall, and where's the best place to put a great hall? Probably on the back here. Although, maybe this location. A great hall there. And... is that the right place? No, I think there. The fact is the entranceway comes out of nothing. It should have been rotated round, but there you are. That's going to go in... there, perhaps. How big is the barracks? The barracks is quite large. I'd like the barracks and the archer thing next to each other, but that means moving the treasure room. And where would the best place for the treasure room be? Probably one of these houses is going to get demolished, I think. Probably one of these is going to get demolished. Okay, but I think then... look at where the archer school would be. Be like there. Or would be along here. I honestly think I'm stressing over it a little bit too much. Let's just place it in there, because it sits in quite nicely. There we are. Okay. And then we have this big monolithic tower block built by the council in the 70s. Which is big grey concrete. Probably pebble dash over it as well to make it look even worse. Right, that's now placed in and allow us to have really nice meals. Don't know what that means. Actually, it just gives us more technology, I believe. And we can start to remove some more stone from around here. Don't really need to remove any of that. That's all fine. Those are in. Harvest is underway, plus change from last year, and that's alright. I'm worried that this is quite open. In fact, it is. Next Dragon Attack is within 2 years, so we'll have to turn on the... Oh, why is health low? Hospitals / clinics too crowded and not operating. Make sure they have people. Let's have a quick look then. Doctors are... No, doctors are working, so I think they're just overcrowded then. So I think we do need a hospital. So we will place a hospital. I mean, placing it around there seems like a nice thing to do. Reasonable thing. But it's like got the clinic right opposite. Do I really want to do that? It will provide things around here, won't it? How many people is that though? If I demolish that, there's going to be a lot of people without a home. I mean, this is the issue when you're retrofitting, so retrofitting things. We have the money. What I'll do then is I'll place a manor house here and here, and I'm not gonna have it on the other side. This is like the new housing area, and it'll extend out. And I'll demolish these and probably demolish the middle ones and put that hospital there, and it should cover most of this. But then we also have to think about bathhouses and such, and eventually when we unlock that, so where's that gonna go? Yeah, there's loads of potential problems there. In fact, I may have just answered my own question, because a bathhouse would fit in very nicely here, and would have to remove those houses, build along, up, and then we have the area around here to build in. Right, okay. That does change things somewhat. So actually, there is probably the good place for a hospital. And then have this area sort of open up for a bathhouse, and then run the Noria across there. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think we can think too far ahead with this build. We've got all the fish here as well, and we may be time to think about placing fishing huts. I mean, we can place fishing huts. It's not a problem at all. The issue being that we don't have the tools at the moment anyway to actually... Oh, there's more, even loads of fish over there as well. Yeah, we don't have the tools at the moment to process that fish, because we need fishmongers. I'm waiting till it's starting to get a bit frosty, because we've got a Dragon Attack within the next year, but I don't want to turn them on now, because obviously that's going to massively impact our funds, because the amount of ballista towers and archers that we have. Let's put up to max speed and crack on there. You can see at the back we have our Great Hall, which is now completed, which is very good. More homes around here, which is even better. Where would I want this clinic if I was to... or hospital if I was going to place one? I could just place it back here, couldn't I, realistically? And a library is probably going to go around this area anyway. I think I might, and have the road running around. Let's do that. That sadly has spent a bit of money, which is potentially an issue. Not a huge amount of money actually, so that's better. Let's go ahead and activate our archers and ballista operators. Looks to be 34 people in total working that. Today's beverage is lemon tea. With I think it's with a hint of orange as well, or citrus fruit of some kind. So Dragon Attack shortly. Just click on each one of these. We can see that we have 4% skill rating, and if you were operating some heavy industrial equipment or military machinery, then you probably would like them a bit better trained than that, but there you are. So small dragon coming in, and they're heading towards, looks to be the southern shoreline. They're probably going to they're going to come to an area where the ballista towers are actually in abundance. So we have 4 ballista towers around this area. They're actually charging towards, what a surprise, the windmill. I don't know why, but they very much like to set fire to the farmland and the windmill. And they are getting shot to bits here, and I think that will be a dragon destroyed. Yes, it is. So there we are. We will turn then off the archers and the ballista towers operators, and I think sadly though we're going to lose a lot of farmland on this one, so our food will go down. Not that we really care too much considering the amount of food that we have. So there you are. So we've turned that off, which is pretty good. I'm going to say 200 now for our apples. So 3, 4, 5, 50. 250 for that one. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 50. Oh, right, sorry, my mistake. That's actually 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50. 650, yeah. That's okay now. So it looks like after all of that, we only lost one piece of farmland. And as you can see, peasants are in good health and they're excited about the dragon kill. So health is good. It might be classing that has been functioning now, strangely. Anyway, I'm going to go over to chop. I'm going to chop across there. And I'm going to chop further towards the outside of this, there. And also probably there. And chop across there. Because I want to move these foresters further out, you see. In order to do that, I need to chop the wood. Because I don't want them replanting around this area where the new estate's going to be, essentially. One peasant was killed by a dragon attack, and we have Viking attack within the next 2 years. That's the one that worries me. Because I don't know what direction they're coming. We'll just have to see. There's the dragon there. Yeah, see it? Just on that farmland. Making all of those crops a little bit extra spicy. 16 people visited, but only 18 people visited, my mistake, but 16 found satisfactory housing, and the merchant has arrived. Over to selling all of the apples that we can, which went to 0 for a second there. What? That was 30 odd, I'm sure. Oh, that's buy. No, that is on sell, so it was correct. 39 timber. Over to buy. They have tools. We'll buy 13. They've got 13 tools. That's fine. And we'll buy the 15 stone that they have as well. And there we are. Job done. And okay, you know what? I'm going to demolish these. As I'm building, you see that they're actually replanting, so it's becoming a bit of an issue. So I'm going to remove those foresters, and we will then place the foresters further back after we've placed the road in. So the road will go along to say there. This road will be extended, and that should be alright. Once we've done that, they can go either side, you see. Well, I don't even know if we need that one. It's just chop that piece. Chop all of that. Then put the road along. It's strange that although we haven't got much stone, I'm still tempted to get some stone roads just internally. Forester there, and a forester back here would be nice. Like that. The merchant ship will soon depart. One of our peasants is unfortunately drowned. Oh. That's a shame. Forester to go in. To be honest, where this one was, I think is actually alright. But I'm tempted by putting one there as well. No, we'll leave that one. This one should be good though. Too far away from the roads. Shouldn't be an issue. Town, road, extend that up. Back over to Forester. Forester can go in, and it's about where we wanted it. Okay, fine. So the hospital is now in. You can see the cemetery is... Yeah, we have people coming in there. We've got three graves. And I'm going to, once again, have to turn on both archers and the ballista towers. I was originally going to build some archers, wasn't I, for defence? Is that the way forward? Archer school? Yeah, I'm going to place an archer school. And on this side, I'll place the... I'll get rid of that, and I'll place the treasury somewhere else. Where's the best place for a treasury? I think it's just demolish some part of this. Probably this section. Because I think the bathhouse is going to go... Oh no, probably this section. The bathhouse is going to go in the middle here. So I'll demolish that house. Which isn't a problem. And then I'll place a treasury across the road. If I have enough. Yeah, treasury might do have enough. And there's the Viking attack. So, they are invading from, once again, the south. Tends to be the main area of attack. I don't know if that's for any particular reason. Or is due to circumstances. Don't know. Really like one of those troop transport ships now. Sort of pointless now that we're going to sort of finish off with the dragon attacks, but there you are. Tempted to demolish those. Not now, actually. No, not now. Anyway, we can see the Vikings are coming in. This time, en masse, we have 2 boats now. So they're going to make land, almost certainly jump on here and start to set fire to all of this. Or, yeah, that's the way they're going to go. And, oh, bustling city, apparently. The Island Isle is now a bustling city. And we have, as you can see, the ballista towers shooting. Not a great deal of damage because of the inadequacies of their training, shall we say. But we also have some archers which are actually doing good damage to them as well. They are currently running through the centre of town, and that's pretty good for us. They've actually just taken some money there, and they are now heading their way out. I'm hoping that this guy does not survive. I don't think they should. No, they have actually been taken out, and the ones up here, sadly, are probably going inside for this, I assume. They can't get inside there. You can see that is closed. So are they making their way around? They're actually making all their way around. This gate will eventually close when they get near. Yeah, you can see the gate shuts because of their proximity. And now they're getting absolutely hammered by the archer towers. And they're now thinking, well, must be a better way. And they're now trying to go around again. So this is good. That should be a Viking repel. So, -3 happiness because of the trauma from a recent Viking attack. But +15 glad Vikings were destroyed in the recent invasion. And in fact, this boat is also not having a good time of it. And we may see a destruction of a boat. Come on. Please, that ballista tower up there, fire. Are they going to fire? Are they out of range? They're out of range. No! We got it! We got it! So that one just fired. And look at that. It's broke. Oh, glug glug. They're in the drink. That's it. A nice salty beverage to go with the salty tears that they're crying. Not really. That's, you know, not the case because it's got no crew and occupancy. So anyway, there you are. Not too bad at all. We'll turn off both the archers and the ballista operators to save some money because we don't have much. And there we go. There is that. Defense successful. Let's remove all of those and remove that. And what I'll do is build in this area a barracks which will go in... I mean, guess that direction, that orientation. But it also means that I think we would benefit from having an archer tower up there. And more archers around here, which we knew we would probably need because of the where it's laid out, but there you are. That dragon is also still there. I'm guessing they haven't had time to remove it. They've had other things on their mind. Right, good. So, are there any advice from the advisors? Took too long to start the harvest? Yeah, okay. The peasants are happy. This means we can tax them in the treasury more. Yeah, let's go 20% tax rate, because we're actually up to peasants' good health and plus 20. Glad the Vikings were destroyed in the recent invasion. And the military, the raiders are coming. Let's fortify as best we can. Yeah, if this was Crusade Kings or something, we'd probably sack that military advisor. Don't know if you noticed there, but that just set on fire because of a lightning strike. Pretty cool. And there's some lightning striking all over the place, actually. That one's now being put out. See if we get one. Oh, there's one closer there. And we're going to get one in the centre. Will it set fire to things? I can hear it striking, just don't know exactly where. Anyway, how are we doing for the... Oh, minus 102 total change last year. Well, we did have a bit of disruption and such, so I can understand that. But hopefully the rest will be alright. In terms of beds, we have 258 beds and 255 people, and we have 11 people who are currently without any sort of task, which is actually not too bad. I would like to train archers, but in order to train archers, we need to, well, yeah, we need weapons, basically. And we don't have a blacksmith. So what is the best way of going about this? You see the water level is rising there, very close to the edge of this. So that's somewhat of a concern. There's our happiness. That one's actually not very good. Why are these ones not too happy? Ah, they don't have access to water. Right. I should probably do something about that then, shouldn't I? Right. Fair enough, I guess. What I'll do, on this side here then, we will place a market, like so. I'll also go ahead and say chop wood, chop all of this wood like so. And you can see we've also got the wood growing there. We're just going to deforest some more. And same around here. All that we want to chop. And around this area, obviously I want a road going across there to join those up. And then I want a well and then something else. What's the best thing to do? A fire brigade would be of some benefit. Fire brigade there. And then a well right in front of it. Because that fire brigade is pretty much in the middle of this new housing estate area. Okay. 700 odd wood. And that's going to obviously increase as we remove all of this. Storage is... well, adequate, shall we say. And, yeah, overall, everything's pretty good. 20% tax rate, trending towards 73 happiness. Not too bad. Okay, I think we will leave it there for now. We've managed to repel off 2 attacks, dragon and Viking attacks. We now also have the ability to make archers and the knights. Defenses seem to be good. Population is increasing. We have a clinic. We have a hospital. We have a churchyard. Overall, then, very happy with our progress. Next episode, we will perhaps look at getting... I'm tempted with a mason to repair stuff, but do we really need it? Probably not. A blacksmith would be nice, but where to place said blacksmith? Most likely out here, or maybe around here, actually, now that I think about it. Or the industry side of it, around this area. Everything is possible. I don't think I want to place them on the waterfront, although a lot of the stuff we get is coming from there. So we could place the blacksmiths around here. It means that people will not really want to live in this home because it'll have all the pollution around of it. But I don't think it's a huge issue. And also doing that Obviously, we've got all this deep water and the fish there. I will have a think about that one. Either way, we will leave it there for now. Advisors, yeah, too long to stow the harvest still. Dragon is also still just left there, so I don't think that's going to move. We're going to leave it there. Next episode, we will crack on. And as I said, probably get more population and see how we fare. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.